Today, I'm joined by a good friend of mine, an artist, a videographer, AK40Devin. What's good, dude?
What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I remember the first time I met you. I don't remember the exact venue, but I just remember, because you were performing. You were opening on the show?
Arties, yeah.
Yeah, and I just remember just being like, AK40Devin is one of the hardest rap names I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Thank you, bro. A lot of people say that.
Where does the name come from, dude? Like,
Bro,
what made you decide on that?
So many people have asked me, bro, and I just don't know. Like, I don't remember. Like, it just goes so far back. I think it was either my friend Justin Green or Justin Price. Like, I think we were just freestyling, and he was just da-da-da-da-7. Yo, I'm with my boy. Yo, that's AK40Devin, something like that.
Thank you for tuning in to the Mike Squires and Friends podcast. You can support by subscribing on YouTube or downloading on your preferred podcast platform. And definitely go do that because it helps us grow and I can have more incredible guests on the podcast. The Mike Squires and Friends podcast is proudly sponsored by Distrokid. Looking to broaden your musical horizons as an artist? Discover Distrokid. With its smooth and rewarding music distribution platform, Distrokid offers unlimited uploads while ensuring artists retain 100% of their royalties and earnings. Join the community of over 1 million artists who trust Distrokid to distribute their music across major platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, TikTok, Tidal, and so many others. Having personally used Distrokid since 2018, I can attest to their superiority amongst distribution services. Collaborating with fellow artists has become effortless, especially with the ability to easily send splits of songs, streamlining the creative process. With the Distrokid app, accessing these benefits is now more convenient than ever. Safely sign up or log in with two-factor authentication, upload releases on the fly, monitor earnings, and withdraw funds from your Distrokid bank. Stay updated on royalties through push notifications, effortlessly share hyperfollow links, manage account details seamlessly, and track streaming stats from Spotify and Apple. Additionally, explore Mixia for professional-grade mastering, DistroVid for music video distribution, and Instant Share for secure file sharing with collaborators, producers, and more. The Distrokid app is available on both iOS and Android. Download it today from the App Store or Google Play Store to revolutionize your music career. Visit distrokid.com/VIP/Mike Squires to get 30% off your first year membership. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Mike Squires and Friends. I'm gonna just rip the Band-Aid off because you don't talk about it publicly, too humble to talk about it, but I know you've done some video stuff with Kyrie Irving. Let's get right into it, dude. You gotta tell me the story.
Absolutely, bro. So, yeah, it's a long journey, man. First of all, shout out to my mentor, Chaz. He's a celebrity barber. He's the one who put me onto that opportunity. And if we could even just reverse back a little bit, because this happened in 2023, so we could say like January, I kind of just like wrote down my goals on paper. I spent a lot of time just like meditating and visualizing. And that being said, there was just a lot going on in my life. Like I had to go internally to just find like solitude and calmness. So every morning I would just wake up. I would listen to Bob Proctor. I would listen to Rhonda Byrne, who wrote The Secret. And I would just listen to them every day. And I would just change my mindset because a split up was going on between me and my son's mom. I'm just not seeing my son as much as I want to. There's like things going on, it's just affecting me like a lot. And that was my coping mechanism. Like, let me just close my eyes, visualize. So that whole entire year was just like insane. Like I toured the whole entire country prior to me meeting him. Like I went to South by Southwest, Series Fest. I filmed Trippie Redd in Maine. And all of a sudden it was like June or July. I get a call from my mentor, Chaz. He's just like, yo, I forget exactly how it went down, but he's just like, yo, Kyrie needs you to film at Rucker Park on like Friday. Do you want to do it? I was like, bro, I'd love to do it. Shit gets rained out, bro. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I'm never going to hear from this guy ever again. So then like maybe like a week or two goes by. I get like a random text message. I forget who's texting me, but it's like something along the lines of like, oh, do you want to like come on the jet with us? He's a free agent right now. Plan for like 4 weeks, but prepare for 8. Do you want to come? And I was just like, yo, we out. So he was a free agent at that time. I documented his whole entire journey from him signing to the Dallas Mavericks, signed a deal on the jet, like my first time ever on a private jet. Did that deal there, lands in LA, signs another shoe deal with Anta. And I'm just like with this dude for like 3-4 weeks straight, bro. Like it's nuts, bro.
It's time, dude. It's time.
It's time, bro.
What's something that you learned from that whole experience, though? What was like the biggest takeaway?
Man, just work ethic and just drive and definiteness of purpose, for real.
Yeah, so, as you're there shooting, what does a day in the life look like?
Oh, insane, bro. 4:30 a.m., like him practicing. And that's really it. Just like a lot of sporadic movements. Like, 4:30 we at the gym. We at the gym at 11:30. We got to do this press run at 7 p.m. It's the longest days, longest nights. You never know what's coming next. You never know like what super fan is out there. Because even after that, bro, like they invited me to China, Dubai, and Spain with him. So I was just touring the whole entire world with him. Just like, yeah, bro, his work ethic is just nuts, bro.
Tell me about the craziest day with Kyrie Irving.
Oh, bro, the craziest day is when we land in Xiamen, China, and we just get off the jet. I check in to the airport, and like, I've never even left the country before, bro. The first time I'm ever leaving the country is with him. So I have no idea what to expect, and I'm just worried, bro. Like, I don't know if there's something in my bag that I didn't triple check about. Like, my mind is just all over the place, bro. And we land at this airport, and I didn't know this, but there was like 15,000 people at the airport. And the second we checked through customs, you just hear, Kyrie, Kyrie, Kyrie. And like him and his agent are saying things. They're like, yo, go outside, go outside. So I go outside, and bro, it's just chaos, bro. Everybody's screaming. This dude is like Michael Jackson, bro. He comes out, and the people go nuts, bro. The barricade breaks. I'm trying to film him. There's so many people, bro, that they're like squeezing onto like my body, bro. I can't even breathe. And his bodyguard like pushes him away from me. He gets into the Sprinter van, and I lose him, bro. Like he literally gets in the Sprinter van, and now I'm just in the mob of people. Nobody speaks any English. The Sprinter van starts driving away, and I'm like, bro, what do I do now? Like nobody planned for this. Like I don't have no phone. I don't have nothing, bro. Like this is nuts, bro. So I'm like asking people for help. No one knows what I'm talking about. Bro, I find this random Sprinter van. I'm just banging on the window. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I could curse on here. Let me the F in. Let me the F in, bro. Finally, someone rolls down the window, puts me through the jet. And bro, he's just like, bro, I told you, bro, everyone got to go first. Everyone got to go first. And that was just like nuts, bro. Like that was like an experience like I've never had before, bro. Like 15,000 people waiting at the airport for 3 days. People are running after the car, bro. Like he's like John Lennon or something. Just nuts, bro.
Tell me about the second craziest experience with Kyrie Irving, dude.
Ah, damn, man. Bro, there's so many, man. Probably, yeah, I mean, I would say like one of the first couple of days I met him when he signed the deal to the Mavericks on the jet, just because like everything was just happening so fast, bro. He's a free agent. Now he's signing a deal with Anta, and like, I'm just like on a private jet, and I'm just like, bro, like, how is this real life? Like, I'm on a G7, bro. We got a waiter on the plane. They're like serving us food and drinks and champagne. And it was just like the most surreal moment ever.
So let's talk about the workload on this. Like, what are you delivering to him? Like photos every day, videos every day? What does that look like? What is he asking for? And what are you getting paid for this? Can I ask that?
I don't want to talk about like the pay stuff, but I did get compensated very well. And then the workload, they really just varied, bro. Like I was just cooking up every day. I was just making recaps every single day. They used some, they didn't use everything. And yeah, bro, I would just recap every single day. Even if they didn't use it at the time, I just wanted to keep sending stuff to them.
No, it's amazing. So where's your relationship stand with them now?
I think we're good. I haven't seen him since a year now, but you know, it's all good terms, bro. It's all love.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because, like, you know, sometimes you brush shoulders with, like, these absolute icons. You know, I infamously turned down a job from Jelly Roll, as people know. So it's like, you know, him and I are still good, but it's not like we communicate all the time, too. But, like, you know, I guess you just never know what's going to happen in the future, dude. But, you know, I want to continue. I think we'll continue down the path of your video career, and then we'll get over to music, too, and just kind of keep it because I'm finding this I learned a lot about you today, dude. And I know you briefly mentioned Trippie Redd. Can we talk about the story of how that came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was right in January. Shout out to my homie Tidbit. He's a DJ in Maine, and he was actually the opening act for Trippie Redd. So he just flew me out, and that was in January. Like, I had a crazy year. 2023 was just nuts. And yeah, bro, it was my first time ever filming in arena. I filmed Trippie Redd. I mean, I filmed my boy Tidbit. Sorry, he was the opening DJ. And then like somebody on the staff was just like, oh, could you film him, get some clips, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's how that happened.
That's crazy. You get a chance to chop it up with Trippy?
No.
It happens that way sometimes though, dude. You know, it's funny, like, because sometimes you're able to get these moments, but it literally was just a moment sometimes, you know? Like, I posted a clip of me beating Bow Wow the other week, and like you could just see like the quickest interaction. It's like, yo, can I get a photo? Yep. And that was it. You know what I mean? It's like, so I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's weird. Like sometimes these moments and interactions you have as a video guy. Can you tell me about a time like as a video guy that you had like a moment or interaction with somebody that you didn't expect or turned out either better or worse than you would imagine?
Man, I've had so many of those, bro. So I don't know. Like one off the top of my head. I can't think of any, bro, in particular.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. Like, I know that you've had, because I know didn't you do something with the locks?
Yeah, so Sheik Luch is my guy, but that's like a whole crazy, that's like a whole crazy full circle moment. And we could go there if you want
Let's
to.
go there, dude.
I used to work in his pizzeria, and Sheik Luch used to come in to the pizzeria all the time. And at the time, I'd be like, bro, I'm opening up for DMX, buy a ticket, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I'm opening up for KOS1, rock him. And I would always just try to sell him on this shit. And long story short, I got fired from that pizzeria. I started interning for WorldStar Hip Hop. So during COVID is when I'm doing this internship. We're just outside in the hood, filming videos every single day. And he just sees me filming the Locks video. It's a Gave It To Him video, directed by Will C. And he just started rocking with me right there. I started directing his videos after that, and that's that, bro. Shout out to Sheik Luch. I know you just saw them live, right?
Bro, yeah, I didn't even get a chance to link with Sheik, dude, at all. Like,
he's the best guy, bro.
I hear good things. I mean, we walked by each other, and I got to link with Jada very briefly, but it was funny. I was like, yo, Jada, what's good? I told him about the 50 States project, which was cool. And he just kept calling me Uncle Sam the entire night. So
that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, no, it was good. But no, it's cool to hear these stories too, because like I've always known like all the video stuff, but sometimes you don't know the depth of some of the stories that you have and like full circle moments. Like, I guess let's talk about some of your opening opportunities, because you got to open up for the late DMX. What an insane opportunity. How did that come to be?
That was amazing. I don't remember exactly how it came to be, just in regards to me getting booked and like the promoters I was dealing with. I don't know if it stemmed from the previous show at the Chance Theater. It was with Chris Webby. You might have been there. It was Rook was opening.
So I definitely wasn't. I probably wasn't there because Rook does videos when I'm not doing videos. You know what I mean? So it's like if Rook's there, chances are I wasn't there. But maybe I was there. I don't know.
Might have been the World Wide Web tour. I don't remember. But anyway, that promoter from the show might have put me onto that one. And yeah, bro, there was like a super crazy demand. It was like 50 pre-sale tickets at $50 a pop.
That's crazy.
15-minute slot. And I just did it, bro. I don't know if I sold all the tickets, but back in the day, my hustle mentality was just like, and this has been my thinking still, it's like my relationship with these people is more valuable than the money in my pocket. Because if I don't want to go to the promoter and be like, bro, we agreed to 50 tickets and now I only brought 25. I would always just buy it out of my pocket because I need to get the next show. I need you to recommend me to somebody else. So that's just how it always went.
I'm all for the story too, dude. That's how I like. What's a cooler story? Having money in your savings or opening for DMX,
yeah,
dude?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so what was it like the day that you opened for DMX? What does that look like, you know?
It was hectic, it was crazy, and it was just everything you would expect it to be, because like DMX didn't start performing till like 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Insane, dude.
Yeah.
I would have went home, dude. Like,
most of the people did, and they just kept bullshitting us on the stage. They were just like, oh, he's here, he's in the parking lot, he's getting ready. Then it's like 2 hours later, he's just like, oh, he's in the green room.
You got a chance to meet him?
No, I wish, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like,
he was nuts. He came out, he climbed on top of the speaker, just shut the place down, bro. It was amazing.
His everyone was still hyped, dude.
Yeah.
They probably were waiting there from like 9 p.m., so it's like, that's a solid wait. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is DMX. You know
it was really dope, bro. And it was like a couple years before he passed, bro. So it was just amazing to just like feel his energy. Just like, he's like one of the greatest MCs of all time.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. You know, the energy that his songs bring. But, you know, you mentioned you worked for WorldStar during the pandemic. Tell me, like, how does that come to be, dude? You know what I mean?
So I got fired from this pizzeria that I worked at for like, I worked there like 8 years straight. So straight up during the pandemic, I get COVID. My old boss calls me at the time. He's just like, bro, you have COVID, keep it a secret. Because if the state or the county knows, they're going to shut us down. So basically just get the F out of here. And he fired me just because I had COVID. He didn't want me to tell the staff because then the staff is going to tell this. And it's just going to create this big buzz moment. And this is like the peak of the pandemic. This is like March. Like, I'm the first one to get COVID out of anybody I know. I think that I'm going to die. I think I'm going to be sick forever. Homie fires me, bro. I got a son who's like, I don't know, 14, 15 months. I have no idea what I'm going to do at the time. Like 9 months prior to that is when I got my camera and my computer. So I kind of was just like, yo, like, I'm never going to have a job ever again. Like, there's no certainty in like the world or like society, you know, like I don't know what I'm going to do. So I just started messaging everybody. I'm just like, yo, I shoot videos. But the clients didn't want to work with me because I had no portfolio. So my approach changed. I'm like, let me stop going direct to client and let me go direct to business. So I started hitting up directors and I started hitting up videographers. And I'm like, yo, I have a drone, I have this, I have that. I really don't have that much experience, but I'm willing to learn and don't even worry about the money. Like, let me just use this as my college experience. So Will C from WorldStar Hip Hop just hits me up. I start interning from him and it was great, bro. We shot like Papoose, Remy Ma, Dipset, The Locks a couple times, Dave East, Vado, and yeah, that was just a rush, bro, because I got to see like behind the scenes how these videos are made on WorldStar, and like we're just doing crazy stuff, bro, like blocking off highways, blocking off roads. Like we'll take a car and just block off like the road in Harlem. Like we'll just like park the car this way so no more traffic can come through, and he'll just be like, yo, we got 20 minutes to shoot, cops are coming. And we'll just do that shoot in 20 minutes quick, or we'll just get the shot that we need quick like that. So,
which out of all those videos you named, which one has like the best story? You know, tell me a story from one of those shoots, dude.
Man, you got me thinking now.
It's important, dude. Like these are the stories that people want to hear, dude, including myself.
Best stories would have to be. I gotta think now.
You got to give us the look behind the curtain, dude.
Best story has to be either going to Joel Santana's house when he was on house arrest.
Tell me about it.
We just like filmed the whole video like right in front of his house, which was just so dope because like he was on house arrest and like it was just gangster, bro. Like everyone pulled up with the cars, the Maybachs, everything in the driveway. Like just to see like do what you can where you are with what you have is just so dope. So I like that one. And then we did a Remy Ma Papoose video. That was at oh man, I'm drawing a blank on the venue. The venue was like some notorious venue though. Sony Hall, that's where it was. Shut the whole thing down, did everything like a 60s theme. Everyone showing up in like these like tuxedos and top hats, and all the girls like have that same aesthetic, and that was just really dope. But that story, I actually have a good story about that because I'm in my learning phase, like I'm telling you. And at the time, I kind of didn't shoot intentionally. I shot just everything, like just like randomness. So like all my I think it's all my SD cards. All my SD cards like are full. Like we're not even 20% done with the shoot. And my boy who has a Sony gives me his SD card. So I plug it in my camera, not knowing that if I take one of these SD cards and put it in the Lumix without formatting it, I'm not getting no footage.
Oh, no.
So I filmed 80% of the day, bro, and it was recording. But when I brought it to the computer, just nothing there, bro. The whole thing just corrupted.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah.
So what does that look like on the other end, bro? So how do you just sack up and just tell them that the footage is gone, dude? Because I can't imagine that moment.
I think, and I could be wrong because it was just so long ago, I think that was like one of the last times I worked with him. Yeah, because like he was mad and like he has every right to be, but like that was like the most important shoot to him. Like the production, the venue, the extras, like the lighting, like it was just a big production.
And you're like in your learning phase, so like you're just like, what a painful lesson to learn, dude.
And the only thing I filmed is like the caterer guy like bringing in the food in the beginning. Stupid.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't imagine. I mean, I've had moments where like I've lost like things here and there, but for the most part, like scary, dude. But I guess that's a lesson you'll never forget, dude.
No,
you know what I mean? It's
not.
like definitely formatting the cards. But yeah, I guess there's no way you would have known otherwise, though. You know what I mean? Let's move to another shoot, dude. So what other shoots did you do with them that, like, you know, maybe there was something fun, something that, I don't know, you had a good time?
WorldStar, let's see. We did the Locks one. We did the Dave East one. Dave East was cool because he was one of my favorite artists at the time, but it wasn't nothing like crazy. It was just regular like cars, props, girls.
Tell me something from that day, though. Like, tell me something that you remember from that day that, like, may have stood out to you. Like, maybe when Dave got to set or, like, what the vibe was like. Because I know it's, like, regular to you, but people listening in don't have that look behind the curtain. So it's, like, you kind of can lend a perspective in, like, what these productions are like.
I think I just had, like, that shoot in particular just wasn't that, like, exciting. So it was really just, like, basic, quick, run and gun, 1 hour. I have more better stories like with the Papoose shoot, like when we shut down the highway and like.
Yeah, tell me about that. So they pulled these cars to block.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no. I'm ready to hear.
So it's not only a car. They take a car and they block off the road like horizontally.
Yes.
They unload like a grand piano and just put it in the street.
Oh, wow.
Like, bro, this piano is heavy. Like we need like 8 people to move this thing. So like. We have a piano in the middle of the road in front of Fat Joe's sneaker shop in Harlem. We got a car parked this way. Pedestrians, cars trying to get through. Everyone's beeping. Everyone's getting mad. We got like 1 or 2 security guys keeping everyone out. And yeah, bro, cops come and like there's really nothing that they could do over this like shenanigan, bro. Like they literally just give him a parking ticket. And they're just like, bro, move the piano and here's your parking ticket.
That's crazy, dude.
And he'd be like, yo, it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission because for us to get a permit
it would never happen, dude. Or it'd be so expensive.
So let's just pay the $150 fine and wait until the cops show up.
No, it really, I don't want to say it's a genius strategy, but low key, if you're trying to like, there's certain, you know, you got to balance it, right? But I think in that particular instance, wouldn't have happened otherwise, or would it? Because at a certain point, it becomes, it's like, that's like a whole production to just get the one shot. Like, let's not even do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, it's fun. With some of these run and gun videos are fun, especially when you have like a plan of action. You know, I'm kind of jumping all over the place with this pod a little bit, but I got to bring it up. You did a song that got picked up by AEW, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about the song. Tell me about the story. Tell me about how this all happened.
Yeah, so that was cool. So I had a music video on YouTube that this random guy at the time saw. His name is Darren. He's in the band called These Wolves, the main producer and composer of the song. And he just randomly saw my stuff on YouTube. Sent me a message. He's like, yo, I got this opportunity for you. Could you write this song? So I just started studying MJF, looking who he is, his personality, and just wrote these lyrics. He's just like, yo, I'm better than you, blah, blah, blah. And recorded it at my apartment at the time, sent it to him, went into the actual studio with Steven Kellner, made the song, and then like that was it. Like I didn't hear from him for like 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. And all of a sudden they put the song out. And MJF's character is he's like the heel, bro. Like he don't like anything. Like there's more of a chance that he's not gonna like this than like this. So like a couple days pass and he just like tweets it. He's just like, bro, this is awesome. And now like, bro, it's just racking up like 100,000 streams a day on YouTube at the time. And he starts working out to it on his Instagram and his TikToks. And that was just a surreal moment for me, bro, because now like he comes out to the instrumental version of the song, but the whole crowd sings our song a cappella. Like, I'm better than you. So yeah, bro, that was a cool moment, bro. And that was a cool moment too, because it was in that transition period of me getting fired from my job and becoming a videographer.
Yeah. So, you know, that's something that we share in common is like, you know, for years I've been like a video guy, you know, I do music. You know, and I know people ask me this and I kind of know my answer to this, but like, you know, how do you balance like video and being an artist? Like, what do you prioritize? Like, what, you know what I mean? What do you prefer? Do you have like, is there one that you like better? Like, in which moments? Like, what's your creative process look like is what I'm asking in a nutshell.
I think I'm so like, bro, like I'm just so like I'm a Sagittarius, so I really only do what I feel like, and that's kind of changing now. I'm trying to develop more discipline, but if I got videos to edit, but I feel like writing a song, I'll just do the song. I'm trying to get to a point where like I could only work on AK40Devin stuff, whether it's my own music, my own short films, my own this, my own that, but really, bro, I kind of just go with the flow. Like every day is something different for me. Sometimes I feel like inspired to edit a video. Sometimes I feel like I want to write a song. My favorite thing to do though is just like performing live in front of people and just like doing a song or doing something cool and making the people feel something in real time.
It's tricky though too, because it is a balance, and this is something I could speak on maybe, where it's like, you know, my music has definitely brought me opportunities, but my video stuff has really brought me opportunities. You know what I mean? Because I think there's just a higher demand for a video guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are some opportunities that you've gotten as a video guy that have trickled into your music and helping you on the music side of things?
Well, I think everything that I do with video like has an intention. So like, especially like, I just like to add value to people's lives. Like there's a lot of times where like, I don't even care about the money. It's just like, how could I help you with my camera to add value to your life, to build this relationship? Because once we have that relationship, now it's like, how can this relationship leverage AK40Devin? And that's kind of the way I've always been thinking about things. And it's kind of like a Gary Vee strategy, like jab, jab, right hook, like give, and then ask. So that's the answer to that.
And it's really good. Like, I know you weren't giving advice, but it is really good advice. You know what I mean? Where it's like, try to provide value before you ask for something, because you're more likely to get it too. Because it's like, it's just a great strategy. It's a strategy I've taken for years too. Because then it's like, when you ask those things, it's not like, I don't know, but it's more like, oh, yeah, Dev, you looked at me for years, bro. You know, I got you. You don't even say you know what I mean? So I think it is really important to like build relationships like that.
Absolutely. So the same thing goes with like the Chic Luch videos. Like I just shot his videos at the time. I think we did 2. The first 2 were free. I think the third one we got a budget. It was a consecutively video with Chic Luch and Corey Guns. But like, let's just build a relationship, bro. Because if I need you for a feature, I want you to come on a podcast. Like I need something from you. Like it's not like we don't have just a business transaction involved. It's like, I want to have like an actual relationship with this person. Like not just like, I'll see you when I see you and that's it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally, I would argue that I would go as far as 95% of my friends are friends that I've met through music or just the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? Like, I do have a couple of like day one friends that I grew up with, but like, you know, most of the people that I talk with all the time are people that are kind of in the same craft as me, because we're in like a weird, like the entertainment industry is weird to people that aren't in it. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to understand the struggles of pulling a car onto a highway to block it. You know what I mean? There's just like the things that you do for your career in video or music. It doesn't compare to like a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
like
no, it really doesn't.
It's like just a different world. And like sometimes like, you know, sometimes people will hear, it's like, what do you mean you have to like do free work in order to like get it? But it's like, sometimes you just got to risk it so that when those big moments come, like those big moments are really sick. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess there's an element of paying your dues that's involved with music and video.
Absolutely. And that's how I met my mentor, Chaz, bro, because I got fired from WorldStar Hip Hop. It wasn't for that Remy Ma Papoose video. Like there was actually another interaction probably after that. I think he gave me one more chance and I screwed that up too. But I met my mentor, Chaz, and this is a crazy story, bro. So I got fired from WorldStar Hip Hop. I discovered Chaz on Instagram, and Chaz is just like cutting MGK, Nas. I mean, bro, he's cut every single person like you could think of. Like if you go on his Instagram, you'll see it's nuts. So I sent him a message on August 7th, 2021. And I'm just like, bro, blah, blah, blah. I'm a videographer. I just want to help you out. I don't need anything in return. I'll help you, your family with the soccer games. I'll help your barbershop. I'll help you with your personal brand, whatever you need, bro. August 5th, a year later, bro, he's taking a shit, just scrolling, bro, on Instagram. And like, I think at the time I'm like leaving comments on his stuff too, just so I could like try to engage. And eventually he could be like, yo, who's this guy? So he clicks on my profile, clicks the message. He sees the message from a year ago. He calls me up on video chat Instagram. Yo, bro, I have this CT Barber Expo. You want to come out with me? I was like, bet. Met him, filmed him the day, did a next day recap, and the rest is history, bro. And he's really put me in so many positions to win and just like make money and meet these people, bro. Like, I'm so grateful for Chaz.
Yeah. So after you do that expo with him, like, what's one of the first opportunities that arise from working with Chaz?
Bro, that is so long ago. I think the first one was he put me onto my homie Byron, who used to manage MGK. I think he manages Corday, and he manages J-Mac at the time. She's this singer-songwriter pop girl that made a song called Post Malone Proposal. Sorry, I'm thinking, bro. Like, you got me thinking right now. And that was like my big opportunity because I'm a huge MGK fan. So I met the guy who basically just like helped MGK throughout his whole career. He puts me onto this job, big budget job. I think it was like a $5,000 budget at the time. We got a fake Post Malone. We got Coach sponsoring the video with all the wardrobes and stuff. And that was my first, that was probably the first thing that he put me onto. And that video has surpassed now like 3 or 4 million views on YouTube.
That's crazy.
My first video to do so, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, another thing too, when you do videos like that, because people are like, how do you market yourself? How do you do it? A lot of the time, when you drop a video like that, it does everything you need it to, because it's like, most people will watch it and be like, dang, who did this video? You know what I mean? And it ends up being work that you end up getting.
I've never put $1 in marketing to video service in my life.
The demand for it is just so high. That's like, you know what I mean? Because every business has realized now that they need a video guy. It doesn't matter what business you're in, you need content because it's the name of the game. If you want to have any social media presence, which everybody's on, it's like, you know, you got to do it, or at least try to do it on your phone. There's a lot you can do on your phone too, but it's like, you know, sometimes you got to level it up and, you know, shoot with an actual video guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what's some of the best advice that you've ever gotten?
I don't know the answer to that, but my favorite piece of advice that I give myself is like, be childlike, not childish. And it's just like, have the heart and soul and spirit of a child, bro. Like, meaning just like have a big open heart and have a big imagination. Because everyone's so serious nowadays, bro, especially in New York, New Jersey. I can't speak on Connecticut. I've only met great people here, but you walk in Manhattan, bro, like it's funny, it's cool, but like everybody's just like serious, bro. So I try to just be like a child every day, bro.
No, I feel that, dude. There are times I've been in New York, like, and I've just been trying to just talk to people and they just kind of like look at you. And I'm like, damn,
it's funny,
dude. It's
bro.
like, but you know, we're going to pull it back, dude. We're going to pull it back because we didn't talk about the early days of AK40Devin. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about when you were 15. You almost got into a little bit of trouble.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's amazing. I actually never told this story before, bro. So I used to bike and skateboard around. I don't know if you were like a skater kid, were you, or no? I tried. You know what I mean? I wasn't like good. I like tried to, like, I was somebody who would drop in and just fall every time. You know what I mean? I'd like try higher ramps and I would just eat it every time. So like I wanted to be, I owned DCs. I wore DCs. I had a skateboard. But like, if you were to look at the skateboard, it never got scratched up enough to even call it. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I tried. So you know that group of kids is like notorious for getting in trouble all the time.
Yeah.
So we would just get in trouble all the time. And it started off with ding dong ditching. Ding dong ditching isn't funny anymore. Then it's like throwing little pebbles at cars or like houses, windows, or like blasting off fireworks, just doing dumb kid stuff.
I think we got to bring back ding dong ditching, dude. I used to do it all the time.
Absolutely, yeah, but everyone got the Ring camera now, so it's not even fun.
It's not even fun anymore, dude. Technology's ruined ding dong ditching, dude.
It really has.
Damn, dude. All right, my bad. I don't mean to interrupt, but
nah, you're good.
Being nostalgic right now.
So yeah, just hanging out with the wrong friend group at the time. And honestly, like me and like my close friends, like we're not the bad kids in the group. We're just hanging out with the wrong people. Like the other kids we're with are crazy, bro. So like, I get a knock on my door one day, bro, and it's like 5 cop cars outside. I'm 15, my little brother's 13 or 12 at the time. And they're just like, oh, is Devin here? And my parents are like, yeah, what's going on? Oh, we need to speak to him at the station. Bro, I'm shitting my pants, bro. I have no idea what's going on. At this time, the only thing that makes me nervous is like when you're in the classroom and the principal calls and everyone's just like looking around like, is it for me? And then I get called down the hallway. Like, it was like that feeling times 100. Bro, I go to the station. I sit down with the officer. And he's like, do you know why you're here? I'm like, bro, I don't know why I'm here. he has like a big poster board, like probably like the size of this lamp, or like both the lamps like together. And it's this whole neighborhood with like X's on them of every house that got vandalized by like a rock, a pebble, a firework, whatever. And bro, I got to step back to do this. He talking to me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what you did? I'm like, bro, I don't know what I did. He picks up this giant Ziploc bag, bro. Boom. Bangs it on the door. He's like, do you know that this boulder was 9 inches away, takes out a ruler, 9 inches away from hitting a newborn baby's head? So somebody, I wasn't there at the time. I still have no idea who it was. Somebody took this massive boulder, bro, and threw it through the window. 9 inches away from a newborn baby's head.
Bro, that's scary, dog.
And he's telling us, he's like, bro, like, this is an attempted manslaughter or homicide. I forget the exact charge at the time. There was so many other charges with it, bro. And I'm just shitting my pants, bro. Me and 13 of my friends, 14, 15 of my friends, we go to this whole court thing, bro. And the whole thing is just called Project Hood Rat. I don't even know why they named it that. They named it that. Yeah,
Damn,
I don't even know where that
Project Hood Rat is crazy.
I don't even know like where that came from because that wasn't even us.
That sounds like a rap group, dude.
So yeah, bro. I mean, there was just so much like damage done, bro. And basically they rounded up all the kids, 15, 16 of us, maybe 13. I don't remember exactly the number. And bro, like we all had to pay like $2,500 fines. Me and my little brother were included, so my parents had to pay double. And like, bro, we didn't even do that. Like we might have done some dumb shit at the time, but that wasn't us, bro. But they did that. They put us on like a probation period at the time. We had to do community service. It was ass, bro. And that was the last time like I just hung out with stupid people.
Yeah, Dev, I was going to ask you, what's the lesson you learned from this?
Oh, just be careful who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, I always say that, dude. I've probably said it a million times on this podcast, but you are the sum of the people you hang around. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Stick to hanging around like the Kyrie Irvings, dude.
Yeah, just the smart people, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, no, that's crazy. You also got me thinking too, like I just want to publicly apologize to Ryan Duggan. If for some reason you see this clip, he was a kid I went to elementary school with. Used to ding dong ditch your house all the time, dude.
Shout out to Ryan.
I am apologizing, but I'm really not that sorry, but I am apologizing.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, bro, these kids that I was hanging out with, bro, they would do everything, bro. Like they would do the shit you see in the movies where like they like light dog shit on fire and just leave it on people's front steps. And
that's why it was called Project Hood Rat, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, we genuinely had nothing to do at the time. Like it was the time period before like everyone smokes weed and drinks beer, but like after the time period of us just all playing GameCube at the house.
Yeah, dude.
And it was exciting. Don't get me wrong. It's adrenaline, but it's just like, I pray to God that my son does not get involved in stupid stuff like that.
Did you get in a lot of trouble as a kid?
Nah, I was actually the kid that made a lot of trouble, but never got caught. Like that was probably the one time that I just got caught up.
What was something that you got in trouble, or what's something that you caused trouble but didn't get caught for?
Oh, bro. Oh my God, man. I mean, shoplifting a lot, CVS, Walgreens, Macy's. Shout out Macy's.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I respect it, dude. I respect it. Yeah.
What was the question, bro?
What's some trouble that you got or didn't get into, but like something that you did that like you just never got caught for? And I think you're past like I think after like 10 years or something, you're good. Like it's all allegedly anyways, right? On the podcast. I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
I mean, bro, I was just the stupidest kid ever, bro. Like one time we took like our neighbor's dog and he was like a German Shepherd and like he was just bothering us at the time. People on the internet are probably gonna go crazy over this situation, but it's really not that serious. And like we used to just like torture the people at 7-Eleven because again, we had nothing to do. And it wasn't me who carried the dog. It was one of my stupid friends who's gonna remain nameless. Bro, we take this dog into 7-Eleven and we just let it go. And the dog is just running wild in 7-Eleven, bro. Running, jumping on everything, like taking the treats. And the guy's just like going crazy. He's like, whose dog, whose dog? And we're like, yo, we don't know whose dog it is. We brought the dog in, bro. So we would just do stupid nonsense like that, bro.
That's actually hilarious. I enjoy that story. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys got the dog back home,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, in that same 7-Eleven too, I would take like bologna, bro, and just like frisbee it at people's cars. Bro, we were just stupid, bro. Like, my childhood was stupid.
Damn, AK40 menace, bro.
I was a menace, bro. I really was. But I never got caught with any of this stuff.
Yeah, but they make for great stories, dude. You know, this is the stuff that people like. Nobody like wants to hear the other stuff of just like everything going well, behaving all the time. That's not a fun story.
My dad used to make pancakes in the morning, and like I never ate them, so like we would just take them and just frisbee them on people's houses.
Dude, it's hilarious, dude. Because the other side is like, you know, somebody that means they eventually they're like, yo, what the heck is this pancake doing here? You know what I mean? So it's like
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah, to be on the receiving end of a pancake is pretty funny, dude. Dev, take me through a story. Like throughout your music career, throughout your video career, I know you have a story of something unfortunately happening. You probably had a moment where you're like, I can't believe that this is happening. You know, tell me something about just a moment in your music career where it just like didn't feel real.
I mean, it sounds like you want to hear like a story with like some sort of consequence.
Doesn't have to be.
The only thing that comes to mind, like I've literally never publicly said this, and I didn't know if I was ever gonna publicly say it, but it was just getting a DWI, bro. Like that was after leaving MGK. MGK had a private concert at the Hard Rock, and yeah, Chaz actually takes me to like introduce me to MGK. I meet the whole band and everything. We're at the Madonna Suite, bro, at the I forget what hotel. It might have been attached to the Hard Rock. I don't remember. But anyway, we're at the Madonna Suite. And I just go say to my friends, I'm just like, yo, bro, I got to go move my car. I'll be right back, bro. Start driving, bro. 5 minutes away from home, bro. Whoop, whoop. Pulled over, bro. I'm like, bro, you got to be kidding me. I call my boy who's a cop. I'm just like, what happened? What happened? Bro, there's a cop behind me. What do I do? He's just like, bro, just be honest, bro. Get locked up, bro. And that's that, man. That was horrible.
Damn, that is a low moment. So what happens after that, dude? Like you're locked up and then
after that 2 days later is when I go to China.
Bro.
Yeah.
So life doesn't even feel real in that moment, dude.
Yeah,
You're just like, what the heck is going on?
I went from the penthouse to the prison in like the same hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's like, you know, there are these moments where it's like, I don't drink, but I was like, I understand that there's moments to celebrate. And if you're hanging out with MGK in a penthouse, I would argue that's a moment to celebrate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So yeah, dude, obviously drinking and driving is terrible.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't do that.
I mean, we have to experience things like that in order to mature, in order to become more responsible, bro. Because at that time, bro, like I'm not like co-signing anything, but like, bro, I was just living like way too fast. I mean, you know this industry, bro. So like, if you have a camera and if you do indulge in whether it's smoking or drinking, it's like, bro, every night is like a party, an event, an after party, a concert, a festival. So like, even if you're working, bro, as a videographer, like it's so easy just to get like sucked into that lifestyle.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen it firsthand, dude. So I'm always, you know, sober Squires, like, so I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Amazing, bro. I admire that, bro.
Yeah, but I'm constantly around it too, and it's hilarious too, because I'm always just like, and you know, being the video guy, you know, a lot of the time you're like documenting these insane moments. So I'm just like looking around to see what's going on. And it's just like, sometimes it can be a lot, you know? Mm-hmm. But typically I'm like somebody who's like, you know, when these moments happen, it's like, I'm going to go back to the hotel and edit, you know? But then there are some artists and people are like, nah, you're going to come film at the club. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And then they're just like, no, you got to go. So I don't know. I've had moments. Thankfully, I mean, it's been years since like I've been in a situation, because now I like only work with people that like know how I roll. You know what I mean? But yeah, like being a video guy also could put you in like uncomfortable situations. You know what I mean? Have you ever been in an uncomfortable situation?
I mean, bro, let's go deeper. Like what type of, because I have some at the top of my head, but I don't know if they have any correlation to like what we're talking about.
Any of them a funny story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, give me one, dude, and I'll think of one in the meantime too to share.
Do you know Spice? She's I don't want to butcher her like what she does. She's like a Afro beats artist. She's like super famous though. Like people know who she is.
I'm unfamiliar, but you know, I can imagine in my head now.
So yeah, I get hired through my boy Byron to go film, and bro, it's like this crazy parade. I think it's in Brooklyn, bro. But there's like, bro, tens of thousands of people there, and I'm on this raft, Like I'm on like a float, like for a parade, kind of like how they did in CT. And yeah, bro. So first of all, getting to the raft is insane. It's kind of like the Kyrie Irving thing, just like minus like a lot of decibels. And bro, we just get on this raft and they're performing on the raft, but like I don't know who does this. Like I don't know who checks these. It's not a raft. Why am I calling it a raft anyway? I don't know who checks these floats.
It's a float, yeah, right?
Because we're on the float in the street, but like all the signs and like the traffic lights and everything are literally like hitting people in the head throughout. So everybody's just getting drunk on this thing, bro. We gotta duck every 5 minutes. I'm trying to film, I'm trying to duck at the same time. People are twerking in front of me. There's like 50 people twerking. And yeah, that was just uncomfortable for me because I'm stuck on a float. There's no room. And every 5 minutes, I gotta watch because there's like a sign, a traffic light, a random thing in the city just like hanging there waiting to hit somebody in the head. So that was just nuts, bro. Just like filming that, like, I mean, that was so cool, bro. Like filming a performance on a float with just like the whole parade right there. You're gonna do that next, bro. Watch, like they're gonna pay your dues at the next
the Macy's. Yeah, that a lot.
It's gonna happen, bro. We're gonna manifest that,
dude. A lot of people have been commenting about the Macy's parade after the Macy's cleaning. But
you're gonna get your own big thing, bro.
Dude, but I'm laughing at myself because you got me thinking about some of the shoots that I've had in the past where like something went wrong, and I did way back. This has got to be like 2011. 2011. I did what's it called? Like the shoot when like the wife is about to have the baby, but she hasn't had like a
baby shower?
Maternal shoot, a baby shower. I don't know what it is. But, you know, it was one of my friends and his wife. And they were like, could you please do this for me? And like, I've never been someone who does weddings. I just don't like doing that type of stuff. But so it was like, maybe it was a gender reveal photo, actually, now that I think about it, because this next part has very much to do with the gender reveal. So they're in the woods, and he lights off this smoke grenade, this blue smoke grenade. It was a boy. And he puts it on the ground, and this thing explodes like a grenade. Like, had they been holding it, like, I can't even imagine the trauma that I would have been through that day. But I mean, dude, this thing explodes, splatters everywhere. Everyone's panicked. My ears are ringing. I can't even hear. It's like, you ever like play Call of Duty where like the flash grenade goes in and it I felt like I got flashbang, dude. I was just like standing in the middle of the woods. I thought that was it for me, dude. But yeah, the point is sometimes things go wrong during shoots, and I'm grateful nobody got hurt during that day, but I could still remember my heart sinking in that moment. And like, you know, I guess we don't know the moment, what it looks like when we die. But that was probably the closest I've ever come to it, you know? So shoots can be scary.
It's hard, bro, especially when you do videography. Like, you're very intimate, and it's like a very, like, sometimes it's just personal, bro. And sometimes you film stuff that like isn't meant to be filmed, and then like you're responsible. Like, you have to have that honesty. The client has to trust you enough, like, if you film something wild or out of pocket or like that you're not just gonna send it to like WorldStar Hip Hop and be like, oh, look at this gender reveal with a bomb grenade, you know?
Oh yeah, well it's like, and not for nothing, it's like it goes into your reputation too, in the fact where it's like, you know, if you shot some exposing footage of like, you know, and it could be anything, it doesn't have to be anything bad, but it could just be done, like they could have been like getting changed or something, you know what I mean? It's like, it ends up being, it's like, oh, we're never gonna hire Devin again because it's like he posted this footage of like, you know what I mean? Like, there's kind of a, and you know what? It goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning of this podcast, because you were saying Veg was telling you like, you know, not to like clout chase, and like he's been a mentor, and like,
yeah, that was my mentor Chaz telling me that.
Oh, Chaz told you that?
Yeah.
So Chaz told you, like, to me, where it's like, you know, with the clout chasing, it's like, I never view it like that. You know what I mean? Because like, you just post your work, but it like, there is a level of like discretion and trust that goes into, you know, working with artists and stuff, and knowing that like you're not going to be a weirdo about it because they do have a platform, you know? So
yeah, people take advantage of that nowadays, and that's the problem. Is like, you don't want to be like just one of those people, you know, like who's filming, like we're here to film and we're here to make the client feel comfortable and make them feel safe and make them actually trust us. And there's too many videographers and content creators nowadays who like don't even make it about the client. Like it's like, we're here for you, but I'm actually gonna make this about me.
Yeah, you know, and there's an important lesson to be learned in there about like knowing your role. You know, I think knowing your role in certain moments is important, and just know that your moment will come and shine. Because the thing is, if you can be a team player in moments where other people are shining, like, dude, you know, just not everything, like you said it best, not everything is about you. You got to know, like, just to play your part, because there will be moments that are meant for you and for you to like celebrate and be the guy. But it's like, you know, we're all trying to move this thing down the field together, and being able to hang will open up more opportunities than, you know, trying to be the guy and, you know, being overwhelming. Cause then it's like, all right. Cause then it's like, all right, like he's in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like it's only for self gain, and like, you know, like I need you to be my guy right now, you know?
Lloyd Banks says it best, bro. Like clout is a drug, bro. It's a disease. Like people are getting so wrapped up in clout.
Yeah. It is like a weird thing too. And like, I don't know. Cause like, it's weird. Cause you know, I've worked with like artists for like so many years now, like, you know, even very popular ones. And like, to me, like I've never been starstruck or anything. Like I've never had a moment where I'm trying to like run through it. Like, but even when I was like around Cardi B,
Subtle flex.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like, I'm just trying to think of like the biggest art. And that was like a moment where like Invasion of Privacy came. Like, I'm trying to think of like what I've just never, do you get starstruck?
I think the only time
It had to be Kyrie. I refuse to believe that, dude.
I mean, it was, but it kind of like fizzled out very fast because he's just a human, bro. Like he's so down to earth, and like he made me realize like really quick, like this is just a dude playing basketball.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like that's where I'm at with it, where it's like we're all just humans. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes it like, I don't know. It's just like fan interactions can be over the top to me because I'm like, yo, like, you know, like obviously people admire celebrities, but at the same time, it's like, dog, chill. You know what I mean? It's like well, you're like foaming at the mouth over there to like get this photo, and it's like, you know, he's just, you know, but it all comes from like, it's all like a compliment, dude. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, you've done something, it made an impact that has made somebody feel great and inspired,
yeah, exactly.
and you know,
and it's almost like you're not even a human. Like that's how you make me feel. It's like you see them so much on the TV or the Instagram, and it's just like when you see them in person, it's just like that feeling is like it's unbelievable. It's like the Wizard of Oz, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess there is like a weird thing of seeing somebody like on the internet so much and then finally seeing them in person.
They always look different in person.
Yeah, I met somebody recently who I can't say yet. I told you you figured it out behind the scenes based on my whiteboard that has details about it. Way taller than I thought he was. You know what I mean? But yeah, Dev, I want to start pulling this to the end zone. If you had a message to the world, something that you wanted to be known for, what would that be?
Man, I'm a dad, and my son is turning 7 next week, so kind of all my values kind of just revolve around that. I would just have to say, man, just like be kind, bro. Be empathetic to like people's struggles and just what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people need love out here, bro. Like there's so many people out here that are just broken, and they come from like broken homes or whatever the case may be, but you giving love and kindness and respect like could actually make a huge impact in the world. So that's where I would say.
No, I think that's great and well said, dude, because you really never know what someone's going through. And sometimes it can be hard to show love and respect when someone's being rude or, you know, angry, but you got to like hold a place of compassion. You know what I mean? Like the one of the best advice I ever got to was like, you know, you can't change what happened, but you can change how you react to it. You know what I mean? So
be responsive, not reactive.
And there it is, dude. Well, Dev, before I get you out of here, is there anything that we should talk about that we didn't?
Real quick, Waste No Time is out now.
Let's
featuring
go,
Ayo
dude.
Chill. It's my favorite song that I ever made. I'll be performing at Clover Stadium on September 27th.
This will be out before then.
Yeah, so Rockland Music Fest. I got tickets on sale. You want to save 50%? AK40 is the promo code. AK40, save 50%.
I should have said 40%, dude.
I know, but it's AK40.
Well, I guess you get more money from it for the people, but yeah.
Exactly. So September 27th, I'll be at Clover Stadium doing a full performance. And shout out Mad Minds Takeover, man. We here.
Yeah, dude. And then where can people find you on social media?
At AK40Devin official, all platforms.
Let's go. Keeping it clean, dude. Well, Dev, I appreciate you for coming on the pod.
Thank you for everything, bro. I appreciate you, bro. It's a pleasure and it's an honor.
Came through with some fire stories, dude. You know, I think that's what I'm trying to figure out my podcast right now. Like, I'm kind of in like a transitional stage before going into like the next season. And I'm trying to figure out what the thing is. And I think it all comes back to people coming on and telling great stories. So I think you coming on today and sharing, bro, you had me rolling through some of those stories, dude, you know, with let the German Shepherd out in the 7-Eleven.
Bro, I got more, bro. I got more that I can't even say like on this camera just because like.
Well, maybe one day you'll come back and we'll share these stories, dude. But thank you for coming on.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
My guy.